Hello everyone, my name is Carmesha and thank you for joining me for my instructional video for English 121. Today I'm going to do a dish called hobo beans. Now I like hobo beans because not only is it a filling dish on a cold winter night, it's very versatile. You can do it a lot of different ways. There's no one set way to do this dish. So that's what I really want to do for the audience, which is the target audience, which are the college students. So actually I want to start off by grounding my meat. I have half a pound of ground beef. I have half a pound of pork that I'm going to add to the pot here. Alright, I'm going to get this working. You can just grind it up any kind of way. You can use any kind of meat you want to use. You can use pork, you can use ground chicken, you can use ground beef. Whatever you want is the way you like it. It doesn't have to be a set way of doing this. Use any type of beans that you want. So we're going to get this started. Get this ground up. Kind of get it cut down a little bit. Okay, and while that's working, we're going to get started on our bean mixture. I use red kidney beans today, along with navy beans. We're going to pour those into a pot. The recipe also calls for 1 pack of onion soup mix, so I'm going to put that in. It also calls for 2 teaspoons of dry mustard, wet mustard, doesn't matter. Mustard is mustard. A dash of hot sauce for those of you who like it hot. Let's see, we have ketchup, 1 cup of ketchup. Okay. We also have 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. So be very careful with this one. It should be enough. Also, we need half a cup of water. Do that. Put it over here. And we need some brown sugar. Now the recipe calls for half a cup of brown sugar. You just go ahead, half a cup. You can eyeball it. You don't have to measure. It's not like you're baking anything. When you're cooking, you can kind of get away with just not following the recipe, but when you bake, it's a science. You have to follow the recipe. So we just stir all that up together. And if you want, you can add in your favorite hot sauce, barbecue sauce, sweet and tangy, that kind of thing. Make it any kind of way you want. Go back to browning this meat here. And while this meat is cooking, I got the oven set to 400 degrees. This is going to bake for 45 minutes. Okay, it's working. The one thing I do like about this dish is that when you use the ground pork, the ones that come in the casing, you don't have to add extra seasoning because everything comes in anyway. So, but with this one, we had to add like some extra things with like the sweet mix and things like that because it was just a plain pork in the pack. I really like the ones that come in the casing. Okay, this is just about done. Give it another 2 minutes. Minute or so. It'll be better.
So how do you know when it's done?
Well, usually when all the pink is done and it's kind of light brown, you don't want it too dark, it starts to scorch. But usually when it's the light pink, you know, it's like a light brown, it goes from light pink to light brown. And a lot of people like to drain their meat, but if I'm using like a low fat content meat like ground sirloin or ground chucks, not that bad, I like to keep the fat. But if I was using like pure hamburger, that has a lot of fat runoff, so you would want to drain that if you're using plain hamburger. But today we're using ground sirloin. So. Okay. You also know you're done when the hamburger and the meat just starts popping back up at you, falling out of the pan. So I think that's my cue. So I think we're just about done with that. So turn this off. Grab us a baking pan. Pour our bean mixture into the pan. We're going to add our meat mixture to the pan. Okay. Turn this off. Okay. Get that stirred up a little bit. And like I said, you can add more of whatever it is you like, whether it be barbecue sauce or any other kind of sauces that you want to incorporate, make it darker and a little bit more brown sugar. Just anything you want. You can add chopped onions, chopped bell peppers, add a little minced garlic if you want. This is really no set way to do this. This is just about how you like things done. So, and it freezes very well. So if you have a lot left over, you want to save it for another night. When you come home from work or school, you press for time, or you're tired, don't feel like cooking, just warm up a bag of hobo beans and heat them up on the stove, and you got a meal. You can pair it with crackers, you can pair it with cornbread muffins, you can even make up some hot dogs, and maybe just put them over hot dogs and just have chili dogs. So maybe cut up some potatoes, fry them up, and maybe have some, you know, chili cheese potato fries or whatever. So it's all up to you. This dish can go so many ways. We're going in now at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. We'll see you back here in 45 minutes.